Welcome back to Topic Thursday. This week's topic, as you can probably tell by my shirt, 101 Dalmatians. Powerpuff97 asks, how did the animated classic rank with you among the other Disney films in the animated cat? I don't know where exactly, but I would rank it considerably high. Considering it was a movie I watched while I was recovering from mass removal surgery, it holds a special place in my heart. And also playing the Disney animated storybook of the film also adds a lot to it. Would you consider the 1996 live-action movie inferior, superior, or on par with the original? I would say somewhat inferior, but it is a guilty pleasure in my opinion. Thoughts on the main pups in the TV series? They're a fun little bunch. I'll be honest though, I had no idea that Cat Pig was the name of a character from the original book, but I've learned that later on in life. What are your top favorite and least favorite episodes of the 1997 series? Keep in mind, mine won't be in a particular order. 10 favorites. Top 10 favorites. Number 10, Disney had Dalmatian Vacation, parts 1, 2, and 3. Number 9, Spot's Fairy God Chicken. Number 8, The Making of. Number 7, Virtual Lucky. Number 6, Valentine's Days. Number 5, Beauty Pageant Pandemonium. Number 4, An Officer and a Gentle Dog. Number 3, Howl Noon. Number 2, Love 'em and Flee 'em. Number 1, Home is Where the Bark Is. Top 10 least favorites. Number 10, Lucky to Be Alone. Number 9, Invasion of the Doggy Snatchers. Number 8, Lobster's Tale. Number 7, Snowbounders. Number 6, Poison Ivy. Number 5, Splishing and Splashing. Number 4, Humanitarian of the Year. Number 3, Unlucky. Number 2, Horace and Jasper's Big Move. Number 1, Good Neighbor Cruella. If there was an episode of the series where Lucky, Cat Pig, and Rolly did a totem pole trench, in the order I listed them, how do you think it would have gone? Knowing the comedic theming of the series and how the characters are portrayed, Lucky would manage well with the talking, but suddenly, when spotting something tasty, Rolly would be distracted. Do you think Perdita is strong enough to carry Pongo on her shoulders? And how do you think she'd feel about the idea? Considering she was able to give birth to 15 puppies, I think she could manage just fine, even when Pongo's slightly bigger than she is. She may have an objection about it, but if it's for a plausible reason, then she'd do it. If Pongo and Perdita did a totem pole trench with Pongo as the head and Perdy as the legs, how do you think it would have gone? Knowing how sensible the two of them are, they would manage with little difficulty. If 101 Dalmatian Street got another season, would you have liked to see an episode where Dylan and Roxy did a totem pole trench? And how do you think they would have gone? I would have liked to see that. I imagine it would start well at first if Dylan didn't go all neurotic or Roxy getting all excitable. Same two questions about Pongo and Perdita, except they are in regard to Doug and Delilah. I don't know if Doug would be able to carry Doug for a very long, considering how heavy he is. Then again, this is a cartoon where dogs can talk to each other, so anything is possible. 2, they would probably keep level heads depending on the reason for their disguise. Do you think it's unfair that 101 Dalmatian Street came to the US much later than it should have and was canceled far too quickly? I do, but I managed to check out the series and that's what matters. Do you think the 1997 series deserved more recognition, merchandise, and a DVD release? Probably, especially for those who are really big fans of the series. Do you consider the entire 101 Dalmatian franchise as a whole very underrated compared to other Disney franchises? I would, but it does have its fans regardless, myself included. Little Green Bug on Wheels asks, if you had to give a ranking of 1 to 10, how much would you give the films? The original 1961 movie, 10 out of 10. The live-action remake, 6 out of 10. 102 Dalmatians, 4 out of 10. 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure, 8 out of 10. Cruella, also 8 out of 10. Favorite characters? I like them all. When did you realize that the stripper appeared as Cruella's song? I don't know how to answer that question. Janet Paxton, 531, asks, when you first saw Cruella on screen, did she remind you of a certain diesel rail car? I watched 101 Dalmatians long before I watched Daisy's first episodes on Thomas and Friends, so I didn't make the comparisons to them at that moment, but I did much later, especially her theme. Dagan Yu asks, what is your opinion on the design for Cruella de Vil's car in the animated film? It's pretty cool and creepy. I like learning how it was animated. Considering that the film used Xerox techniques, they made a 3D model of the car out of cardboard and paper. How did you react when Jasper dumped his cigar ashes in Horace's sandwich alongside the careless look on Jasper's face while doing it? I thought that was funny and a little gross. Do you have any favorite voice actors from the movie? Oh, quite a lot of them. Rod Taylor, Ben Wright, J. Pat O'Malley, Betty Lou Gerson, Martha Wentworth, David Frankham, and Thurl Ravenscroft. When you first saw the film, how did you react to the part where it zooms in on Cruella's angry face with red eyes while trying to round the back of the moving van? Considering I was really little, I must have been freaked out. I got over it later on. What would you think if Cruella's car, Jasper's van, and the moving van became characters in the Railways of Crotunian? And what do you think would be a fitting name for each vehicle? It largely depends on what Milan has, and at his disposal, along with other members of the Crotunia staff. For Cruella's car, her car could probably be named something devilish like Satan or Satana. And Jasper and Horace's moving van could probably be named something like Albert. And finally, the moving van may be something like Dinsford, like the town it was getting repairs in. How did you react when Patch said he wanted to tear Dirty Dawson's gizzard out? I thought it was funny the way he said that. Do you think it would have been awesome if the live-action version with clone clothes had the chase scene like in the animated one? Honestly, I think the movie was fine without it. I don't know if it would have added anything to it. And what do you think of the bit where during the signature Cruella de Vil song, Roger stomps his foot while playing the piano alongside his playfully devious smile on his face? I thought that was hilarious. DCQT8CB asks, who is your favorite Dalmatian puppy? I don't know if I really have one favorite, but I do know for sure I like Lucky, especially the original Lucky. Look at how cute he is on this pin. Always Naggin 11 asks, what are your thoughts on Jasper and Horace's funny moments in the film? They were, to a point, funny, especially when they were laughing at the series What's My Crime? Thanks for your questions.